One day someone will look back and listen to this, because there's nothing to watch but just to listen, and they'll realize what a big nincompoop Zachary Taylor Ward is. But that's okay, as long as it made him laugh. Bye-bye for now.
What is up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time, well, I'm Zachary Taylor Ward, and I love to create content for each one of you just to bring a smile on your face. So make sure that you go hit that subscribe button, and if you want to go see a little bit more about who I am, then you should go check out my last video that I just created. Loads of fun, in my personal opinion. I made a smoothie, I made cookies, I acted like a dork. Well, that's just normal anyways, but make sure you go watch that and subscribe to my channel. But today, you saw in the title, I'm answering your questions, and if you have more questions, go down in those comments and ask me them, and I will put them in the vault of questions. And also, I've answered some before, and you can also check that video up in the card up there or over there, one of those ways. Who cares? It's up there. And so also you can go down in the description below and watch it. Blah blah blah. Here we go. I'm ranting on, but I'm going to be answering your questions today. We're going to see how it goes. There's a lot of questions. There's going to be some serious, some fun, and we're just going to have fun together and do these. Also, make sure that you stay tuned for the whole thing. Don't click off too quick or else you might miss something. So let's do this now. So let's jump into question number 1, and it is, why did you want to start photography and YouTube? Like, what made you start doing that? And this is a serious one for me personally, and this one might be the longest one I describe because it's important. And so the reason I started doing this, and you saw in the title, finding my voice, and this is ultimately my voice. Like, in everything that I've done in my life, there hasn't been a whole lot of me finding my voice. There's not a lot of confidence, there's not a lot of anything really, just in general. So when I stumbled upon this video, photo stuff, all of it, it's just kind of like, what is this? You know, like, can I do anything with this? And ultimately, the reason I'm able to sit in front of this camera right now, look you guys dead in the eyes, and be able to talk to you is because this is where my voice, I've found it. Like, this is where my voice is. And so maybe it's hard for a lot of other people to understand. And I talked about in my last video that you can go watch, like, what it's like to be a YouTuber. And so that ties in with this, but this is where I found my voice. Like, you know, yeah, I'm comfortable with doing this. Like, I'm comfortable sitting in front of my camera and talking to you guys. Whether one person's watching this or whether thousands are watching this, it shouldn't matter to me, like, it doesn't matter to me. And so I've taken this ability that I have to be able to create these things and the love and passion for it, and kind of tried to incorporate different things with it. You know, I have my own photography business, and that's like a big thing to me that I'm trying to build. And then I have this that I do for fun, of course. I just like to see people smile and laugh, and whether that's at the expense of myself, then that's what it is. But I love doing this, and it's the one place that I feel at home of sorts. Besides basketball, that's a whole nother topic. Like, basketball is my little, like, hiding place, but this is the place where I just feel at home creating content, taking pictures, like that kind of stuff. It's the voice that I never had. I have a hiccup and I'm trying to hold it back, sorry. So let's go on to the next question before I get too serious in this video. I kind of lied. I gotta get serious. I like to be serious at times, and you'll see that there's like this change. Like, I do like to laugh and smile and all that, but sometimes I just need to key in and be serious. And with that last question, it means more to me than I think I'm able to fully tell you guys. Like, I know that I haven't done everything the way that people would see as fitting, or I haven't done things necessarily the way that people want me to do them, or I don't necessarily have the skills that people think that I need to be able to accomplish these things. But in my mind, I don't believe any of that. You know, God has placed me in this place for a reason, and I'm just not going to waste it. And at the same time, I also have an ability. I just haven't found that confidence where people will be able to realize, like, wait a second, like, this whole time, like, it's kind of just been bubbling, and it's like finally, you know, exploded. And I know that I'm like close to that, but it's just trying to tell people that and get people to jump on board, which is the hardest part of this at all. And I answered that actually in the last video, like, what's the hardest part about doing this? You can go watch that video if you want to understand a little bit more about why it's so hard. But I just want to be able to express that, and because this is where my voice is, this like where I find my voice. This is my way of expressing it to you. And I know that for a lot of you who are watching this, you're just kind of like, is he ever going to do anything with his life? And well, first off, like, the thing is, I hear all of you and I understand all of you, and the thing is, I'm not on your path. Like, I'm sorry, that's not how it works. Like, we're not all on the same, like, I will say, like, there's the narrow path that leads to eternal life, and then there's the wide path. Like, I get that, and I all want us to be on that narrow path, but we all have different directions in life that God is leading us, and so I'm not going down yours, you're going down yours, I'm going down mine, and that's kind of where I'm at. So maybe some of you left this video now because you're like, what a guy. I'm sorry, but that's just not where I'm at in life. And so let's jump into the next question before I go too far with this one. All right, question number 2. I'm sorry, that was a big one. But question number 2 is, how did I become so good at beatboxing? Now, this was a question from my Facebook, which again, I'll post on there. You can ask me questions. How do I answer this one particularly? Because I don't think I'm that good. Like, I mean, if you guys want like a little bit of a demonstration about how not good I am, then I can do that. But before I get to that point, you know, I mean, if you think I'm good, like, I guess then so be it. I'm not that great, but the reason is I just always did it. Like, I don't know, like, it just kind of was. Like, when I walk around the house, I would hit the beat, you know, with my mouth and all, and I would just go for it, and, you know, just random times, like, just always doing it. You know, it's kind of like people who sing, who they always are just singing around the house, singing in the car, you know, doing that stuff. I do that too, but like, they're just those things that you just kind of work on and you just keep doing. You don't really realize, but you've just been practicing it for so long. And so I guess in that way, that's how I got good at it. I don't know. Here we go. Beatbox take number 1. I'm just kidding with you guys. That's not it. That's called spitting. Spitting. Is there another word? Spitting, oxing, spitting the beat. I'm spitting the beat right at you guys. No. So, beatbox take number 2. I'd say that was on a scale from 1 to 10, pretty trash. Anyways, maybe you're wondering why I do all this weird dancing like that when I do it. It's because I don't know. That's the way I keep the beat, like, you know, like boom, 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 boom. You know, like, you know, you do like hit him with the whoa. Oh, I hit him with the whoa, man. Anyways, so I guess that's the answer to that question. So let's jump into question number 3 now. All right, question number 3, and it is, if you could rename yourself, what would it be and why? See, now this one is quite challenging because I don't know. Thinking cap. If I had to rename myself, I'd probably go pretty extravagant and pretty just kind of weird. See, I always thought, if I had like, what I would name my kids or something, but I can never think about if I would rename myself. I have the ability to go do that, but all right. While I think, let's just fast forward to that point. All right, I actually thought of it, and this is what I used to put in my phone, and bear with me. I would like to be, if I were to switch my name, I would switch it to Peanut Butter Jelly Time, Peanut Butter Jelly Time, Peanut Butter Jelly, Peanut Butter Jelly Time, Peanut Butter Jelly Time with the baseball. I didn't say that right, but you know what I'm trying to say. Peanut Butter Jelly Time, Peanut Butter Jelly Time, Peanut Butter Jelly, Peanut Butter Jelly, Peanut Butter Jelly, and a baseball bat, baseball stick, baseball bat. Maybe you're wondering, why would I name myself that? Well, for one, think about the groove that you can get into with people. And imagine a teacher calling you, can peanut butter jelly time, peanut butter jelly time, peanut butter jelly, and then you start like breaking down on it, and start doing stuff like that. I just think that'd be really cool. And plus, I would have one of the longest names I think ever. And that's just the first name. Yeah, so I think I would just keep the same last name. Now to question 4. All right, question number 4. I think I've kind of lost track at this point. But this one is kind of a serious one. What advice would I give moi 5 years ago? And this one is not actually as hard for me to even try to think of. I would tell myself, go for it now. Don't waste time, go for it now. And what I mean by that is the fact that I've always been mulling over what I wanted to do with my life and didn't really know. And of course, at that point, I didn't really know. But if I knew what I did now, then I would go back and say, Zach, start it now, go for it now. That way, 5 years down the road, people are like, wow, like a lot of progress is made. Now I'm kind of starting right here, right now, and it's kind of like, well, are you a little behind the show? You're getting older. Yeah, we all get the point. I get the point. It's not really fun for me to talk about. So, yeah, I would just tell myself, go for it now. Don't waste time. All right, 5th and final question for the day. And it's really, really easy for me, actually. Well, no, it's not really easy for me the more I think about it. But who is my favorite NBA player of all time? And if you know me, I love basketball. It's my sport. And so, what is my favorite? Who is my favorite NBA player? Steve Nash. Steve Nash is my favorite player of all time. So whenever I'm playing 2K, man, if I'm Steve Nash, you're done for. And then, like, I don't know, I've always watched his drills, watched how he played. I liked his play style and stuff like that. So, yeah, Steve Nash, let's go. And if you know who he is, you know that that's not a bad answer. Also, if you don't know who he is, he played for, well, multiple teams. The team that I remember really well is when he played with the Phoenix Suns. So, I could go on a whole spiel about different players that I like, and look, yeah, it's basketball, man. It's basketball. So, let's go to the end of this video. What the heck? I meant to say, didn't even get to finish my sentence. I stamped myself out. Anyways, this is the end of the video now. I hope that you guys enjoyed this. Make sure that you go hit that subscribe button for me. You don't want to waste any time. And this channel is growing in my mind. I just really like to see where I'm going with it. I really need a vlogging camera so I can go out and vlog, because the camera that I have that you guys are in, you're on, what you get the point. Anyways, it's kind of large. It's bigger than I would like to vlog with. So, yeah, and I can't do it with my phone because my phone dies within a matter of about 10 minutes. So yeah, there's all sorts of issues that I find. But if I ever am able to invest into a good vlogging camera, then guess what, guys? We're going vlogging. But make sure that you guys go support my business, which is down below, and all my social media. You can go follow down below to get more of the story of what's going on in my life. So we're signing off for now, just for now, and we'll check back in later. Peace out.